My parents cut my sister a slice of my custom-made birthday cake the night before my party because she cried for it. I'm 16. I've never had a real birthday party. Not once. Every year I'd drop hints for weeks, make a wish list, circle dates on the calendar like it meant something. And every year, same result. My mom would forget until the actual day, throw together a sad little dinner and call it a celebration. My dad would hand me a card with $20 in it like that covered anything. But my sister, she's 9, and my parents have been planning her birthday since January. I'm not exaggerating. My mom has a whole folder on her phone. They toured 3 venues. 3. For a 9-year-old's birthday party. They called venues. They compared menus. They asked my sister for her color palette like she was planning a wedding. I used to tell myself it wasn't favoritism, that they were just stressed, that I was being too sensitive. I spent years making excuses for them. I was good at it. But at some point, the pattern gets too obvious to ignore and you stop being able to look away. So this year, I decided to stop waiting for them to show up. I picked up shifts at my neighbor's shop. She runs a small alterations business and needed help folding, tagging, organizing. Nothing glamorous. I also mowed lawns twice a week for 2 months straight. Hot days, early mornings, no complaints. I kept track of every dollar in a notes app. I had a budget and I stuck to it. I planned the whole party myself. The playlist, the decorations, the snacks. I texted my friends personally and got confirmations from 14 of them. 14 people who actually wanted to come celebrate me. I found that more meaningful than I expected. The cake was the centerpiece. I'd been looking at this bakery's Instagram for months. They do custom orders, real ones, not just frosting on a sheet cake. I messaged them in early March, gave them my design, and put down a deposit. Strawberry cake, vanilla cream filling, my name written across the top in gold leaf. $42 after the deposit. I picked it up Friday afternoon in a white box and carried it home like it was made of glass. I put it in the fridge, told my mom, my dad, and my sister out loud, clearly while standing in the kitchen. Do not touch the cake. It's for tomorrow. My sister rolled her eyes. My dad nodded without looking up from his phone. My mom said okay. I went to bed Friday night feeling genuinely good for the first time in a long time. Everything was set. For once, I had built something entirely on my own, and it was going to work. Saturday morning, I came downstairs at 9 to start setting up. I opened the fridge to check on the cake and just stood there. A huge chunk was gone. Not a sliver, not a corner. A full, clean, deliberate slice cut straight out of the center. My name in gold was split in half. I stood there for probably 30 seconds before I could process it. I found my mom at the kitchen table with her coffee. I asked her what happened to the cake. She didn't look up right away. When she did, she had this expression like she was already tired of the conversation before it started. She said my sister woke up early, saw the cake through the fridge door, and started crying because she wanted some. And my mom said it was easier to just give her a piece than deal with the crying at 7 in the morning. Easier. I asked her if she understood that I bought that cake, that I earned the money myself, that I specifically told everyone in this house not to touch it. She told me I was overreacting and that it was just a small piece and my friends probably wouldn't even notice. She said I should just be happy that people were coming. My friends were coming in less than 5 hours. I went to find my dad. He was in the living room and I told him what happened, thinking maybe he'd at least acknowledge that it wasn't okay. He told me my sister didn't mean any harm and that I needed to calm down. When I pushed back, he said I was being dramatic and that I should be grateful my parents let me throw a party in the first place. Let me, in my own house, with my own money. Those exact words. I went upstairs and called my best friend. She's known me for 6 years and she listened to the whole thing without interrupting. When I finished, she was quiet for a second and then she said, "You know, this isn't about the cake." And she was right. The cake was just the thing that finally made it impossible to keep pretending. I sat on my bed and looked at the party supplies stacked in the corner of my room, the streamers I'd picked out, the playlist I spent 3 nights building, the 14 confirmations sitting in my messages. My sister got what she wanted at 7 in the morning and went back to sleep without a second thought. My parents didn't apologize. Nobody in that house paused for even 1 second to consider what it took me to put this together. I don't even want the party anymore.